hop out. Valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Look at you go. Okay, you better. Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you better. Look. Yeah.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down is Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Locke. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board.
Now a hit and a loose football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. On 1st and 10. Where? And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Malik McDowell in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. To throw on 2nd down. Where? Steps away to his left. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards that time for number 19.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down. Where? Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And that one results in 35 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing on 1st down. Ware drops it to Jones in the flat. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. From the gun, Ware. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Malik McDowell in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Looking to throw on second down. Ware being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Here's Luck now on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Luck. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
A shotgun snap for Luck. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And a rout is on here in this first half. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
Throwing again. Where? And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Buying time to his left. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Dancing to his left. Room to run past midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Forced out to his left. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So out now come the Lions. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun! Detroit!
Here's Locke. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Detroit! Gun!
Now Locke. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Locke. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
He's going to float this one deep right. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And give him a gain of 37. On 1st and 10, Ware. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Ware he's going to let this one go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriots!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. He's got it up to the 15, showed off some fancy footwork there on the play. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
Now let's go! Green, 30.
Back to the ground, this time it's Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Ware looking downfield for Godwin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. What? 90.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Ware being chased out left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on 3rd down. Ware buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go. What? 90.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And down inside the 15 he goes. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's locked. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey. You got 3. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Luck now to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing is locked. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nyheim Hines taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
From the gun, Ware escaping the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
The Bucks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Ware dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Ware steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw again. Ware? He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. From From the gun, Ware forced out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by one more. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw on second down. Ware being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw on second down. Ware buying time to his left. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Looking to throw. Well, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On fourth down, Ware. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football now. 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on second down. Ware dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Ware steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 54 yards.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. From the gun, Ware flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Switch. 3-on-3.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Luck on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now, Barney, Barney.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Get him.
Throwing now, Luck. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, Ware forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Throwing again. Where? He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Luck gonna throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Ten yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. Caught right side, Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I said, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back.